Hey folks, it's Yeti at theretiredyeti.com. I see some of you actually decided to come back after my last week poor choice, poor prediction. Obviously, I screwed the pooch on that one, didn't I? Yes, it's one of those weeks where it's not easy being a Buffalo Bills fan. Their performance against the Chargers was, well, uninspired. I think that's being fair. It's even being nice. They didn't play too well, not on offense, not on defense. And the most depressing place to go, if you're a Bills fan, is to the Bills forums. Holy smoke, it's hard to believe what people are willing to say after a loss like that. Fire EJ, Doug Marrone must go. There for a couple of weeks, it was like they were the gods of Orchard Park. Doug Marrone is the slyest guy you'd ever want to meet. And EJ, well, he's the future of the franchise. No, not this week. Not after that performance. And I can understand it. I mean, it's easy to fall into that gut-wrenching attitude towards your team that you've been following, in my case, for 45 years, and see the same sorts of things that we've been watching for, well, 14 years. That's how long we've gone without a playoff berth. But here we are. It's week 3, and we're getting ready to face a Texans team that happens to own a quarterback that used to be a Bills quarterback somewhere in the middle of this drought. You know who I'm talking about. The Amish rifle, Ryan Fitzpatrick, who also had his difficulties on Sunday against the Giants. Yeah, he was a pick machine. We're all accustomed to seeing that out of Ryan Fitzpatrick. It's what all the haters, Ryan haters, were jumping up and down about for those years that he was with us. And if I was to give the Texans management any advice whatsoever, I would probably join that bandwagon of Ryan Fitzpatrick doubters and say, don't pay him. Because the moment that you pay him is when you're going to see your season fall. Well, they didn't have to pay him, and they saw a preview of the sorts of lows that Ryan Fitzpatrick can encounter. And we get to play him and the Texans in Houston this upcoming Sunday. I believe that this could be a great bounce back game for the Buffalo Bills. I really do think that if you take a more relaxed look at the Bills' performance on Sunday against the Chargers, you might be able to temper your attitude a little bit, because think about it. Think about the week before, when the Seahawks had the same sort of thing happen to them by that team that we just lost to on Sunday, the Chargers. Now, do you think that their fan base went, nuclear and called for Russell Wilson's head? No, they didn't. They still support their team. Well, yeah, okay, yeah, they're Super Bowl champions. I get that. Hey, chill. I know we haven't been in the playoffs for 14 years. I already said that. But my point, I think, is that there's a certain level of energy that we need to be projecting towards our boys out there on the football field of battle every Sunday. And it isn't doubters and haters. Not in my opinion. In my opinion, I say that Buffalo goes into Houston and they recover. And they show that they are a much, much better team than what they demonstrated against the Chargers in Ralph Wilson Stadium last Sunday. I say that they go on there and the defense bounces back after an uninspired performance against the Chargers, and they get several more sacks. I think Ryan Fitzpatrick is in for a long day, as I predicted that Philip Rivers would be, and was wrong. But this isn't Philip Rivers. Ryan doesn't get the ball out of his hand nearly as fast as Phillip Rivers does. He isn't nearly as accurate as Phillip Rivers was, and he doesn't have the protection around him that Phillip Rivers did. So we're going to move forward. We're going to sting the Texans in their own home stadium. The final score, Buffalo 27. And the Texans, they're going to have a rough time even getting 7 points, but I'll give them 7 points. 27-7, Buffalo. Enjoy your week, and don't worry about all that crap that people are saying. It's just noise. Oh, by the way, I know that a lot of you find this little weekly session of mine on YouTube. But if you happen to decide to go to theretiredyeti.com, please do. I think you'll find a lot of entertaining content in there, and it's not just football related. But that's the home base of where these videos are embedded, and it's also a place I'd like for people to go check out because it feeds my passion. All right, you have a great week. This is the Retired Yeti signing off. Bye.